Little Rock, Arkansas, and this is one of the first few episodes before XWA's Winter Warfare. And of course, out first we are being greeted with Cassidy Walker, in which she actually decided to come out with a little bit of a throwback gear from her independent days. So of course, Dr. Cassidy Walker has no clue who her opponent is, or let alone what her opponent is capable of. But we will see momentarily on who her opponent will exactly be. I don't need to press that. Hold on. I also gotta edit a clip later on. Give me one moment, ladies and gentlemen. So of course, after Cassidy getting herself a little bit situated, kind of unfamiliar with what is being played on the Tyrantron, but it seemed that she is being greeted by AJ Max of Aussie Outlaw. So of course, for AJ Max, we're pretty much just making her slow walk down to the ring. Now, I don't know why, but pretty much she seemed to be like a bitter rival of a few people backstage, let alone, well, a woman that not only can do almost any move unimaginable, but also they have to look good while doing it. And also, for anyone that is watching, if the stream is lagging, I'm sorry, because, once again, I don't know why it's fucking doing that. So of course, and for Cassidy Walker versus AJ Max, and we are underway. Just had to put my headphones to its side so that we can actually hear what's going on. After Cassidy going for a running haluva kick onto, well, pretty much onto the corner, taking down AJ Max. It seems that for Cassidy wants to keep the pressure on. Well, in the opening matchup, not letting AJ Max even get like one punch in. So a kick to the midsection, line up for somewhat of a, pretty much a running knee, well, to the center of the whole stomach. Now into the corner, going for AJ Max. Well, pretty much a few kicks into the midsection, and that brings down AJ Max. For Cassidy Walker trying to hype herself up, going off the middle road, but missing the cutter by an inch. And AJ Max is going to try and capitalize with the handspring elbow strike, countered by Cassidy Walker. Except for Cassidy, pretty much trying to utilize almost like the environment of the ring to her downright advantage, but seeming that is not working well within her favor. And now for Cassidy, looking for it here, trying to go for Oblivion. Well, onto the ropes. First time we've possibly seen Cassidy Walker utilize the Oblivion on her opponent, but on the top rope, going for a beautiful moonsault and picking up the pinfall. But AJ Max kicks out at 2. And you have to remember that this is also AJ Max's singles competition debut, but now he's starting to fire up, well, on multiple attacks, trying to bring down Cassidy Walker. Suplex done by Walker straight onto AJ Max. What could have been like leg first into the bottom turnbuckle. Cassidy trying to throw AJ Max outside the ring, but here comes Max! After Cassidy Walker moves out the way in time. Also, hello, Dallas Cole. We'd love to have you in here. Pretty much a roll around suplex from Walker. First get to midsection, but now for Walker, almost looking to try and turn up the heat. And it's Max having the entirety of the Arkansas crowd behind, well, pretty much behind her at all costs. But it's seeming that it is not going to be a good day for AJ Max at first. Cassidy literally pointing at AJ Max saying it's time to finish this. And now going for looking for the Walker Bomb 2.0. Well, the Cassidy, and no, AJ Max kicks out. After Cassidy, well, pretty much wanting AJ Max to get up for whatever reason, but into the corner, going for match, but seeming that for Cassidy Walker wants to do even more damage, almost looking to do something. As a matter of fact, F. Walker, you need to think about this, because this is highly dangerous, lifting up AJ Max, and down they go in the center of the ring. Sounds like a stalling suplex from Walker. Better rebound now. Chip back first into, well, the upper right turnbuckle. Now AJ Max may have a small but little advantage counter by Cassidy Walker. And pretty much the energy from the Arkansas crowd is only adding more fuel onto Cassidy Walker's fire. And looking to utilize it here with the Oblivion and a pinfall. But AJ Max still does not kick out. Well, not kick out, but still does stay down. Now over the ropes and onto the outside. We're going for AJ Max. But after Cassidy Walker, pointing at her wrist saying, you know exactly what time it is, and she's looking to do exactly that. Going for a springboard cutter onto the outside. Pretty much Cassidy trying to make herself pretty much a massive household name for the women's division. And pretty much a lot of people in the company that she's in are getting high hopes for her. And technically for a slingshot cutter, well, by Cassidy. But still, AJ Max refuses to stay down. And now, whatever Cassidy Walker trying to line up here, go for the C trigger, and it connects. Covered by Cassidy. And Cassidy will get the victory. And as we can look at the replay, which thankfully they're finally fucking working again. Yeah, I don't know what's happening, because on my end it ain't lagging, but on your end it is, so it might be a problem with YouTube or something. I don't know, but wait a second! The mid-celebration after Cassidy, but here comes the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley. As for those that don't remember, that she tried to interfere with multiple matches in the women's division, but let alone trying to interfere with Cassidy Walker's match. But after Cassidy trying to fight back, and I don't know what it's even sanctioned or not, but it seems that for Cassidy is going to have to do nothing but to fight back with every fiber of her body and snapping the arm of Rhea. And now security is rushing to the ring, trying to separate the two. But I don't know, well, who keeps on leaving this forbidden door open. But I guess that would be an impressive start for tonight. As, just give me one moment, I just gotta edit match cards. Alright. Sorry about that, folks. Just give me a moment, I just gotta find the people I need. But anyways, our next matchup will be Yuri Bailey versus Grace Evans. Don't go anywhere. Alright. Get a sip of my Gatorade real quick. Alright. Let's get this poppin'. But anyways, I will now transition to back in the ring. Well, for our secondary matchup of tonight, keep in mind we do have a packed match card here for Onslaught tonight. I originally was supposed to do this like last night, but I felt pretty fucking bad and a literal sack of shit last night, so I had to postpone the event to right now. But thankfully I am feeling okay to do this now, so we're good, hopefully.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from
Also, y'all technically already seen this entrance with AJ Max. I didn't actually I thought I'd changed the entrance for AJ Max, but guess it didn't save in time. Oh well. But of course you already know who Yuri Bailey is, but what we need to talk about is Grace Evans, and we potentially not have seen her since, well, XWA's All for Nothing. So it feels good for her to be back and technically just full of energy. Because technically that's what she is. Not only that she is very fucking small compared to Yuri Bailey, but with her being that small, she is also very quick in the ring. So Yuri Bailey is gonna have to try and find something out of anyone's playbook or her own in order to keep, well, Grace Evans from trying to run away from it. Because mind you, Grace Evans' best weapon or her best strategy is utilizing the ropes to her advantage. If Yuri Bailey can prevent Grace Evans from getting to the rope, then she might be in luck. And now for Yuri Bailey, almost looking to try to throw Grace Evans into the corner, but instead pulled back Grace Evans and go for a massive lariat. But wait a second now. After Grace Evans lifting up Bailey, slamming her down in the center of the ring. And now we're dropped to the lower back, stomp on the arm, and another elbow strike to the back. Even that she's not willing to stop for nobody, but for Yuri Bailey, just picking up Grace Evans and throwing her across the ring with just sudden ease. And now for Yuri, preventing Grace Evans from getting to the ropes, massive, well, middle springboard cutter from Yuri Bailey. Now for Grace Evans, although we can highly understand that she's still trying to get through like the pain that she went through during All for Nothing, but from what we are seeing, she is holding up very well against Yuri Bailey. And now for Yuri, well, picking up the head of Grace Evans, slamming her down onto the ground. You can technically hear the Arkansas crowd really just cheering for, I want to say, like a 6'1", well, giant in this case. Now for Yuri, pretty much trying to go for rapid knee strikes onto the side of Grace Evans. The waistline cover now by Yuri, and a kick out before the one was even called. Now, no rub moonsault, but onto Grace Evans. But Grace Evans moving out of the way almost in time, which would have been danger. It seemed that for Grace Evans, and pretty much not waiting, well, for Yuri Bailey to do another attack, but instead she is trying to act now before it is too late. Into the corner, going for Grace Evans, and now for Yuri Bailey, utilizing, well, very well onto legs, and now locking in the triangle choke. She made people tap out to this move before. Will she be able to make Grace Evans tap? But no, after Grace Evans overpowering Yuri Bailey's triangle choke. And the match will continue after Grace Evans pretty much trying to get under the skin of Yuri Bailey. Not sure if that's the right thing to do, but now, after Yuri Bailey now has Grace Evans reference wants her, and a massive DDT onto the apron. And I don't know, but Grace Evans could be seriously hurt afterward. But now for Yuri Bailey, saying that don't worry, she'll still be okay, as she's just technically beating a dead horse at this rate. After Yuri Bailey getting herself back in the ring, but instead rolling back out, I see what she attempted to do. Roll herself into the ring and roll herself out in order to restart the count, so she can inflict even more pain onto Grace Evans on the outside. Smart tactics by Yuri Bailey, but I'm not sure, or will she be able to capitalize on the idea. They're trying to at least turn for her full intention into trying to dismantle, well, Grace Evans in the worst way possible, but back inside the ring, well, going for Evans, and now for Yuri Bailey in the ring, almost looking to try and drag Grace Evans right where she wants her, but what the? I believe that's Piper Niven's music playing for whatever reason, but it's seeming that Yuri Bailey, they saying, come on and come down here, and facing like a woman, but here comes Piper Niven with the steel chair to the head of Yuri Bailey. I believe she came in to assist for Grace Evans. And to be honest with you, I don't even know what the hell is happening. That for Grace Evans, almost looking to try and go for a cheap pin, but only for it to be stopped by the refs. They take the chair out of the ring, and that might leave, well, a potential opportunity for Yuri Bailey to pick up the pinfall and victory. But now, for Yuri Bailey, looking to take on the right for a massive Stormbreaker. foot of Grace Evans. Cover. And a kick out by Yuri Bailey at 2. And that just seemed to piss off Grace Evans entirely. What the? Oh no. After Grace needs to realize that technically Yuri Bailey is like a half ghost. So at any moment she could just pop up behind her without her knowing. So now Yuri Bailey technically now done playing games against Grace Evans with a massive roundhouse kick and cover. And Yuri Bailey picked up the win.
Here is your winner, Yuri Bailey.
And after Yuri Bailey managed to technically pull like a massive Uno reverse card and managed to get into the head of Grace Evans and take the victory. Not sure how Grace Evans is gonna feel about that one. See what was the next match. Oh, I know what it was. Alright, but for those who have not seen the show last week during No Limits, well, Sydney Pascal have returned, and towards everyone's surprise, she managed to get a roll-up pin, well, on Taylor Hugo, thanks to the assist of Candice LeRae. But of course, that is not going to sit well with Fatal Blade Italians. So by orders of Jasmine Narancio, she has ordered to bring out, well, to send in the fighter, well, Valentino, but she is not going into this match alone, because on ringside, from what I'm being told, will be Taylor Hugo. So that if pretty much with Sydney Pascal try to pull even more tricks out of her sleeves, Taylor Hugo will be quick to put an end to it. But, well, pretty much as it would be Sydney Pascal versus Valentino of Fatal Blade Italians. Don't go anywhere. And we're back in Little Rock, Arkansas. Pretty much said, obviously there is no fucking music playing because I forgot to put music for this woman. But you know exactly who she is, and that is Sydney
Making her way to the
Pascal.
ring from Sydney, Australia.
Now, of course, coming off from her first win back in the XWA following her very long absence from the company, it seemed that she kind of is taking a step in the right path in terms of pissing off some fatal-blooded Italians last week. So maybe tonight, from what she's saying, she's looking to technically do even more damage to each and every single member, well, of the FBI, in terms of making them very angry at her to the point where they don't even want to fucking deal with her. Because technically for Sydney Pascal's goal is to make the FBI her bitch. Now the question is, I will say, to never underestimate your opponent, let alone never underestimate a faction of complete killers. And of course, after Jasmine has spoke on the phone with Sydney Pascal, well, pretty much like 2 weeks before, she had said, I have highly advised you not to get on our bad side, or things are not going to look very pretty for you. And it turns out that Sydney Pascal wants to play with fire, and the burn is exactly what she is going to receive. Because here comes the two members of Fatal Blooded Italians. On the right, Taylor Hugo, and on the left, Valentino Martinez. Not sure that she wanted me to say her last name, but, well, apparently, for Valentino, she said that she's more of a fighter rather than a so-called lover. And you just hear the crowd pop here in Little Rock. After the FBI have taken over the ring. So now here we go for, I believe, our fourth match for tonight. Is it fourth match? No, our third match of tonight. My apologies. But as for Valentino versus Pascal, Valentino trying to get a bit of height, well, by utilizing the rope and stomping down, but on the neck of Pascal. And keep in mind, this is technically a fight that Sydney Pascal wanted. Now the question is she able to handle for the three dangerous, well, pretty much the three dangerous members of the FBI? Who the fuck knows? But now for Pascal, pretty much almost looking to try and break the neck of Valentino. Now going for mounted punches on top of Martinez. And after Sydney Pascal showcasing why she never should have left the ring, but seeming to try and make her name known. Well, here for the women's division, not making her name known. She already is highly well known, well, in the women's locker room, but she wants the whole world to know what the hell she is and what she is capable of. Of course, the fight being taken out to ringside after Sydney Pascal with a massive lariat, well, into the face of Valentino and the DDT on the outside. Now for Sydney Pascal, I'm looking to try and take a breather, but Valentino is right on her tail. And Valentino trying to at least have this match under her control. But now just shoving Pascal into the corner, massive right hand. Well, Valentino throwing her almost chest first into the top turnbuckle and trying to snap the shoulder. Well, Sydney Pascal. Not sure if that's a good idea for a massive leg drop Well, from Valentino, cover now. Well, by the fighter at the FBI. But now, Valentino literally saying, get up. Pretty much just like that, for Valentino doesn't want Sydney Pascal to escape for her own warpath. But now, Valentino going on the top rope, looking to take dangerous act for a massive, well, body splash, but seeming to miss the target. Now for Valentino looking to capitalize on a different strategy, but now wait a second. Now for Sydney Pascal, they're looking to go for a rope hung DDT onto Valentino. You can see Pascal looking into the crowd for a little bit of approval. I'm not sure if Taylor Hugo happy about, but there is the Aussie cutter. And Sydney Pascal will ride off into the sunset again with another victory over Fatal Blooded Italian. But now, for our next matchup will be Paige Bailey versus a newer, well, pretty much a new arrival into the XWA, and that being the Red Riot, Carol Harper. And now as we return, we'll pretty much going out to take a showcase match. But as said before, that this match technically Paige Bailey versus a newcomer, that being Carol Harper. Now Paige Bailey in the ring But here comes the Red Riot.
From Detroit, Michigan,
Now for Carol Harper, pretty much making her long-awaited debut here, but in the XWA. Yeah, for Carol Harper, pretty much now has the black, well no, not the black belt, but the red and black baseball bat. And I'm trying to kind of figure out, like, how the hell did she end up having one of her teeth, or pretty much having a chip in her tooth, or something. A chipped tooth, that's what it said. But, coming from an interview that she had before being in the FWA, she said she don't know how did she end up chipping her tooth, but people just really don't pay attention to it. And now here we go between, well, Riot against Bailey. Pretty much the thing is about Carol Harper. Pretty much she's been an impressive talent in terms, well, of the XWA Performance Center, and may have to even, well, like, surprise a few, like, trainers and the rest of the talent with her insane speed and of course her undeniable strength. And now for Carol Harper, pretty much her first televised match in her own career, and that's being going up against Paige Bailey. So Paige Bailey is no stranger, well, for a fight. That is Paige Bailey's mission, but to keep Carol Harper down for more than 3 seconds. Now for Paige Bailey, almost looking to try and snap the hand, but Carol Harper before tried to go for 2 knees straight to the upper back. Cover, but by Paige Bailey, only for Carol Harper to kick out. Now some metal rope into a cutter by Paige Bailey. Into ropes going under for Paige Bailey, jumping over, and now managed to go for a suplex, trying to utilize the speed of Harper. And looking like that she's trying to go again, but tossing the Red Riot over the head. But now into the corner, going for Carol Harper. The 2 kicks to the head, and pretty much almost using the same exact strategy. So that's her mother, and that being for Paige Bailey. It's even that for Paige Bailey, it's not finished. Going off the top rope into a massive corkscrew moonsault. Cover now by Paige Bailey, and she will technically dog walk for the Red Riot.
here is your winner, Paige Bailey.
Paige Bailey to take the win over the Red Riot, but who knows what could potentially be next. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and now time for our next matchup, and that being a complete triple threat between one of the greats. So we will be right back. Alright. New controller. Let's do this. We're back in Little Rock, Arkansas, as we are being greeted by the XWA Universal Champion.
The following is a triple threat match. Making his way to the ring from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 223 pounds, the Extreme Universal Champion.
And after Mr. Blue pretty much going, like, technically already is like champion for 4 months and counting. Because keep in mind that Mr. Blue has won the XWA Universal Championship off of Steve Barron during XWA's Last Stand, which I believe that was 3 to 4 months ago. And currently, as of now, Mr. Blue has, I want to say, the longest, well, and reigneth, well, pretty much the longest reigning XWA Universal Champion. So the question is, how long can Mr. Blue hold on with the championship belt before he either has to put it up in a match, or just end up vacating it for personal reasons? You can hear the entirety of Little Rock very much cheering on for the champion, Mr. Blue.
knows exactly what Mr. Blue's current motives are. But as he stands before you as your current XWA Universal Champion. But the question remains, if you have to put the belt on the line, who will answer that challenge? And here comes the Mr. Blue's so-called bitter rival, Impulse. And a bit of a background for Impulse and Mr. Blue's so-called friendship in terms of wrestling. They were once the most dominant tag teams in XWA until, well, not one of the most dominant tag teams, they're just one of the most dominant tag teams in wrestling before Impulse had to make a life or death decision. And pretty much for life, he gets to stay in the ring, keep doing what he does best, but the death potentially not being utilized. Leading that for Impulse has to deliver a chair shot to the back of Mr. Blue, which was heard all over the wrestling world. Until the very day, Mr. Blue is still unsure does he want to trust Impulse or not. So going into the triple threat, not only weapons are legal, but technically it will have to be every man for themselves.
15 pounds, Angel Rivera.
And now the three are already in ring, which technically you see for Impulse would technically try to turn his attention towards anyone because for some reason, and now it's trying to throw into Rivera. Well, not into Rivera, but trying to throw Mr. Blue into Rivera, see if he can try and go and knock two birds down with one stone. Impulse and massive body splash, but of course, after Mr. Blue trying to line up the second one, only to be stopped by Angel Rivera. And now, Rivera taking Impulse and slamming him down. Looks like Impulse does not care exactly who he faces, but now, realizing that this is a triple threat, he is going to have to either focus on one person or the other. And Impulse is thrown out of the ring after Mr. Blue and Angel Rivera would do battle for a short period of time. Covered now by Mr. Blue. And kick out by Angel. Impulse with the steel chair. Pretty much a massive Samoan drop on top of the chair, but seeming that for Impulse, he dead on the action as well, and slamming Angel Rivera into that same exact chair, technically trying to inflict even more pain. Angel lifting up Impulse, so we can quickly turn back up, throwing him to the side. Impulse now has Angel Rivera into the corner, at least off the corner, but now for Blue, it's Impulse now turn their attention to each other and be down. Out goes Rivera, but here comes Blue. That's the Impulse. Almost kind of predicted that Blue was already behind him. Into Rosen, suplex upon rebound. And now Impulse putting his attention onto Rivera, but Blue not trying to have any of it. And now for Mr. Blue, going for the Blue fight. Opening for Angel Rivera to capitalize on the fact that Mr. Blue will technically turning full attention to Impulse rather turning his attention to Angel. Yes, the Impulse trying to throw the chair, breaking up the pin. However, the ref decision was already made final well before Impulse could launch the chair at Blue to break the pin. So your winner will be Mr. Blue.
Here is your winner.
Alright. Now let's get this fucking 8 Women's #1 Contenders match out the way. This shit is gonna be a pain. And by pain, I mean pain on commentary. Alright, let's get this over with. Oh, wait a minute. Before I do this, I forgot to do it with the other few matches. Let me see. Here we go. Here we go. Put it on legend mode. give me a moment. I'm trying to set things up. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the co-main event, the Women's Cruiserweight #1 Contenders match. 8 women, one guaranteed match for those that win. And the rules are technically simple. 8 women will start out in the ring, and your goal is to throw for your opponent over the top rope. If both feet hit the floor, you are out of the #1 Contenders match. Well, and the winner will only be granted for the last woman standing in the ring. And whoever is the last woman standing, they will be crowned a automatic title shot to the Women's Cruiserweight Championship at Winter Warfare. And our participants will Megan Page, Chloe Page, S.J. Ray, Samantha Chase, Jay Parker, Amelia Phoenix, Jennifer Smith, and Nicole Anderson. All 8 participants for one Cruiserweight Championship belt. And we will be right back after word from our sponsor.
Ladies and gentlemen, I ain't have a fucking play. Damien Shelley, what's that? I now beat you. What? Point being, Ryan Warzone, do the math. Get off Damien. Who I just kicked his ass. So I'd probably take your ass too. We could probably run it somewhere, but I'm not here to talk to you. You pathetic, nobody, jobber, whiny son of a bitch. I'm out here to call out someone who cannot keep my name out of their mouth. A guy whose only win against me came in a matchup
They said broadcast has been stopped.
and not me. A guy who's been holding my title hostage. A guy who's been holding my company hostage. A company I have built on blood, sweat, tears, and violence. You know, I'm an effort-quick Christian. And Jakes, I'm gonna give you credit where credit's due. You did your homework. Did you act like exactly how the Bible says things?
Alright, give me a moment.
Slithering.
I can fix this.